y'all swing on me, it's going up.
Episode 2 of Crazy in Love. Now, y'all know how episode 1 ended. If not, go back and watch the video that I'll pin to the top. So, after she sped off in the minivan, she comes back around and pick Blueface up, and then they go to the bowling alley. Now, inside the bowling alley, like true pimp fashion, Blueface is in there trying to get Chrisean shit-faced by offering her shots. Every time you turn around, Blueface is offering this girl a drink. I am convinced he likes to keep her drunk for some reason. So while they're in a bowling alley, Blueface is like low-key instigating the whole incident with her and her family. He's constantly asking her, like, so you over them? You over your family? You're not messing with them anymore? It's like, dude, if you and your family is on bad terms, don't try to get this girl and her family to be on worse terms than what they already are. So her sister texts her and let her know that they all at the hotel and they ready for them to pull up. And Blueface, you know, he's like, he low-key ready to get disrespectful because Chrisean tells him that the brother really don't want to meet him. But the brother decides to pull up to the bowling alley where they at. So he pulls up to the bowling alley, and him and Chrisean, you know, they happy to see each other. She introduced him to Blue, and they decide that they want to go outside, and Mookie basically want to have a man-to-man conversation with Blueface. Now, at first, I thought Mookie was giving like clout chaser, but once he started talking, you could tell he genuinely cares about his sister. Mookie was making a lot of sense. He told Blueface that they was the definition of toxic. He needs to treat his sister better. Like, if y'all gonna be on the internet doing all of that, you need to be on the internet eating her butt crack too. Like, yeah, I was confused when he said that also. So Blueface was basically saying he wants her family to make her accountable for her actions also because, as we all know, Chrisean be wilding out. But Mookie was like, you know, it was giving like, oh, she's the baby. She can't do no wrong. Whoo, child. So they meet up with the family. Now, you could immediately tell that Blueface was uncomfortable because he was trying to act like he was so into his phone. And Chrisean was like, come on, like, come meet my family. Like, come on. And he's like, no, you need to go meet your family. Go over there, you know, so that way they could be on camera. They're not going to be on camera if you're not, you know, like, you got to handle business. Like, Blueface, you know they are there to meet you. You know they want to meet you. So the sister, oh my God, the sister with the orange hair, she is just like Chrisean, like just wild, over the top, loud. So I guess this is her older sister. Her face is blurred out. She comes and she, you know, she's like confronting him basically. Like she's like the voice. She's the family manager, you can tell. So she's telling Blueface, like, you know, when that ish hit home, it hurt. And Blueface, he got a little smart mouth. He like, well, is she doing better? And the sister is like, well, I don't know. You know, is she covering up? Is she covering it up with the jewels and everything? And Chrisean was literally on mute while her sisters were talking to Blueface. Even Mookie was telling her, like, nah, like, be quiet, don't say nothing. The dad come up and he get all up in Blueface's face. Now, I must admit, at the end of the day, you really can't be mad at her family for bucking up at Blueface like that because it's like, dude, you can't keep getting at our sister like this. You can't keep putting hands on our sister like this. Like, that's the code of the street. If you got a hood family, a ghetto family, it's like, we gonna rally our cousins. We gonna rally our uncles, our brothers, and they gonna let you know what the deal is, respectfully. But in Blueface's defense, he wants her family to tell her she needs to kick back. She needs to calm down. Stop with all the bull-ish. But her family ain't trying to hear none of that. They trying to put the demonstration down to Blueface. They trying to let him know what it is. Meanwhile, Chrisean is like on mute. She's trying to say stuff here and there, but her sister's steady barking at her like, don't you say nothing. You better be quiet. And they telling the dad, like, go ahead, Dad. Say what you need to say, Daddy. So the daddy is steady getting all up in his face, and Chrisean is trying to push the daddy back, and everybody coming down on Chrisean like, nah, you stay in your place. Nah, stop that. You kick back. her brother telling her, we trying to talk on your behalf. Like, you need to shut up right now and let us do this right now. Let us get up in this nigga ass real quick. And Blueface, bless his heart, he steady asking the daddy, have you ever hit a woman before? Now the whole world know that Chrisean daddy was tagging the mama for years. And the daddy tells Blueface, like, you damn right I did, because she was being disrespectful. Like, Blueface, this is not the time to try to defend yourself for putting hands on Chrisean. You better just sit there and just take the little verbal beating that her family is trying to give you right now. But you could tell Chrisean know how her family gets down, that they a little dirty, because she was steady trying to get between them and Blueface. And then her family was trying to low-key hold her back and walk Blueface down the street. I mean, it started giving, come outside, we just want to talk. And Blueface was giving, my mama said, if somebody hit me, hit them back. Y'all, this whole scene was wild. Everybody was saying so much stuff. I had to rewind and hear what this person's saying, rewind it back and listen to the other person. Even the mama was telling Blueface, oh, you came up because of her. He like, I came up because of her. She like, yeah, you was down. You came back up because of her. Whole time, Chrisean on mute, but she starts standing in front of him. And Blueface is asking her, like, why you keep on getting in front of me? Why you keep on getting in front of me? And her sisters is like, oh, because she trying to protect you. She trying to protect you. He like, man, I don't need no protection. The way Blueface was acting in this scene, you can tell that nigga put hands on her. He puts hands on Chrisean. When she get out of line, he put the smiggity smack down on her. But based on the way her family was acting, I see where Chrisean get that wildness from. Now, Mookie, I thought he was cool, but he low-key scandalous. He go up and tell the daddy to basically sneak Blueface and pop him in the face. I don't even know why he did that, because as soon as he did that, the schoolyard crib came right up out of Blueface. Now, what I don't understand is, why, after y'all let the daddy sneak Blueface, ain't nobody protecting the daddy? Because Blueface ran right up on him and hit him with a haymaker, knocked daddy right to the ground. He telling daddy like, yeah, like, you like that? Yeah. Y'all, it was literally a ghetto melee out there. They even tried to go inside the hotel, and the hotel staff was like, don't bring that ghetto-ness up in there. After he knocked the daddy out, her family was trying to eat Blueface. But I have a question for the family. Did y'all have that same energy when daddy was putting hands on y'all mama? Yeah, after that whole little situation, I see why she called him daddy now. She might as well call him mama also, and brother and sister, because her family, I don't think her family messing with her like that after this whole little situation. But anyway, y'all, next week, it looked like something with her going to court or something. I couldn't even pay attention because I was still just like in awe at everything that I just watched. After seeing this episode, it really made me understand Chrisean a lot more in everything that she has been through in her life, everything she's seen with her parents and her siblings growing up. I understand why she has so much pent up anger and anxiety, and why she's constantly crying and drinking. It's like if Chrisean is not drinking, she's crying. And I'm wondering, is that the reason why Blueface is constantly feeding her alcohol so she can escape her emotions? Every time she hugged one of her family members, she cried. Every time she's talking to Blueface, it's like she's on the verge of tears. She can definitely benefit from some type of therapy or counseling, hell, even an antidepressant at this point. I just hope, everything turns out for the best with her in her life, in her career, and, she's not further exploited by the Zeus Network. But if that is the case, I will be tuning in. But anyway, y'all go ahead on and check out my other videos, and I'll be sure to check back in with y'all next week. All right, until then, bye.
Make a psycho, make a traffic psycho.